Hey, welcome back to Rithmetic with Ron. Today we're going to talk about percentages and decimals. Both of them are really useful. How do I convert back and forth between the two? We're going to learn that today. Go ahead and hit subscribe and enjoy the video. Turning a percentage into a decimal is actually fairly straightforward. Okay, let's say that we want to do this. We want to turn 75% into a decimal. Let's recall that 75% means 75 parts out of 100. Well, in another video, with the link attached here, you can click on if you want to, we talked about how do I divide by powers of 10. And we talked about when you divide by 100, what you're really doing is taking a number and you are moving the decimal 2 places to the left. 2 zeros, 2 decimal places. Okay? So 75 divided by 100 is really 0.75, because 2 zeros, if I'm dividing by 100, I have 2 zeros, I move 2 decimal places. So this is the decimal equivalent of 75 out of 100. But 75 out of 100 means 75%. So these are also equal, which means that 75% is the same as 0.75. So if you want to convert between a percentage and a decimal, what we do is this. To go from a percentage to a decimal, move the decimal point to the left 2 places. If you start with a decimal and you want to convert it to a percentage, move the decimal to the right 2 places. This even works with small decimals. 0.058, well, that's a small number. If I want to convert that to a percentage, that's okay. I'm still going to move the decimal to the right 2 places, and I would get 5.8%. And if I start with a small percentage, like 1%, and I want to convert that to a decimal, that's okay. I have a 1. If the decimal point is here and I go 1 and then another 1, I have a placeholder 0, and then I would have a leading 0, 0.01 as a decimal. And then if you want to check that, you can run it in reverse and say if I move it 2 places to the right, does the decimal sit to the right of the 1? It does, and that's where you get your 1%. So the number 2 is really helpful when you're converting between decimals and percentages, because you're either going to move the decimal 2 units to the right if you are making a percentage, and you are moving the decimal 2 places to the left if you are making a decimal. And it's that easy. So today we saw how do we convert back and forth between decimals and percentages. Really good stuff to know. Learn it and send me any comments or other videos that you'd like to see. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.